It's Saturday, and you know what that means. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Stan Hansen Saturday. This is episode number 24. Fredo Esparza here, and this week we are going to look back at Stan Hansen as he battles Genichiro Tenryu in All Japan Pro Wrestling, with each putting up their championship on the line. Tenryu enters the match as the NWA United National Champion, while Hansen comes in as the PWF Heavyweight Champion. This match was held in Yokohama, Japan on March 9th, 1988. This is part of All Japan series of matches that eventually led to the title unification of those two titles, along with the NWA International Heavyweight title, which would eventually become All Japan's Triple Crown. Hansen paces back and forth in the ring, staring at Tenryu, who can't seem to get in the ring because Hansen won't stop from doing this. Both men are finally in the ring. Stan Hansen charges at Tenryu after he's introduced. Some hard hits are exchanged between these two. Tenryu, with some kicks, knocks Hansen down and goes for the quick pin. Hansen back up and he tackles Tenryu, sending him to the floor. Hansen follows that up and beats on Tenryu even more outside the ring. He tosses him into the ring post and follows by slamming him onto the timekeeper's table. They return to the ring. Hansen continues his attack with a knee drop, followed by an elbow to Tenryu's back. He gets Tenryu in a submission hold where he's in a chokehold, while Hansen is also pulling at his leg. He breaks the hold and tosses Tenryu back to the outside. Chair shots thrown by Hansen at Tenryu's back. They get back in the ring. Hansen goes for a Boston Crab on Tenryu. Tenryu refuses to give up and reaches the ropes. Hansen back up and he kicks at Tenryu a couple of times. He follows that up with a slam and runs at Tenryu and kicks him again. 2 count for Hansen after that. Side salto suplex by Hansen gets him another 2 count. Hansen picks up Tenryu and pounds his back with elbows and forearms before going for another pin attempt. Hansen follows that up with a reverse chin lock. He gets back up and kicks at Tenryu's back. Hansen tosses him into the corner and continues to punish Tenryu's back. Elbow drop on Tenryu for another 2 count. Knee to Tenryu's back, followed by Hansen applying a chin lock on him. He asks the referee to ask Tenryu if he gives up. Hansen rolls him down on the mat and gets him in a camel clutch. He then follows with an elbow to Tenryu's back, and Hansen goes for another pin attempt. Hansen continues to dominate the match. Fans start to chant for Tenryu. He continues to kick at Tenryu. Hansen whips him into the ropes and shoulder tackles him out of the ring and onto the floor again. Tenryu climbs back up, but Hansen's ready for him and gets a near fall. Tenryu gets quickly back up and hits a clothesline on Hansen. Tenryu then follows with some kicks at Hansen for a couple of times. Hansen counters with some kicks of his own. Hansen then shoulder blocks Tenryu's back again. Hansen goes for a half crab on Tenryu. Hansen then grabs the ropes and referee forces him to break the hold. Whip into the corner and Tenryu lifts his knee up on Hansen. More kicks from Tenryu. Hansen with a forearm across Tenryu's back. Big elbow drop on Tenryu for a 2 count. Another elbow drop by Hansen. He stomps on Tenryu's back. Hansen whips Tenryu into the ropes, but Tenryu kicks Hansen and then follows that up with an enziguri, which knocks Hansen down, and he goes for a pin attempt, only he gets a 2 count. Tenryu then goes for a DDT, but it gets reversed into a backdrop by Hansen. Hansen quickly rushes in an elbow drop and goes for the pin, but Tenryu's near the ropes. Hansen then picks up Tenryu and slams him and then misses an elbow drop. Tenryu then climbs the top rope for a body press that gets him another 2 count. Hansen gets a whip to the corner, reversed by Tenryu, and he catches him with a clothesline. Tenryu whips Hansen into the other corner, but Hansen moves out of the way and Tenryu goes flying out to the floor. The two continue their brawl outside. They get back in the ring and Hansen goes for a middle rope double knee drop, only Tenryu moves out of the way. Tenryu with a leg sweep for a 2 count. Both back up and Hansen goes for a slam. Tenryu counters and goes for a slam of his own, but Hansen lands on top of him and gets another 2 count. Big forearms across Tenryu's chest thrown by Hansen. He throws more and covers him for the pin, but can only get another 2 count. Hansen then kicks at Tenryu. He drops a knee across his head and again only gets a 2 count. He's back up again and stomps on Tenryu's face. Hansen then whips Tenryu into the ropes but misses an elbow. Tenryu goes for a suplex but Hansen blocks it. Tenryu then attempts a backdrop but Hansen blocks that one too. Hansen sends Tenryu into the ropes and Tenryu catches Hansen with a small package roll-up for the pin. That came out of nowhere. This was a really surprise pin attempt. And Tenryu ends up getting the win. After the match, Hansen continues to attack Tenryu. He grabs his lariat and wraps it around his arm. He charges at Tenryu and takes him out with the lariat. Hansen chases away everyone ringside. He attacks a few people ringside, returns to the ring, grabs his cowbell and tries to hit him with it, but Ashura Hara jumps in and takes the hit instead of Tenryu. Hansen then returns and continues to hit everyone with his cowbell and lariat. He lets out a loud scream and then heads back to the locker room. Everyone else picks up Tenryu, and as we see, he's bleeding from his forehead and he's helped out of the ring and back to the locker room. This was a great match and a hell of a post-match attack by Hansen. The early portion of the match is pretty much dominated by Stan Hansen, so you knew something was up. I thought it was kind of cool that they were going for big move after big move, and then Tenryu got the pin with a small package roll-up, and I thought that was a really cool finish for this match. Of course, this is just the beginning for these two because they would continue to have more matches throughout the year 1988, and also, like I said, they were with Jumbo involved. They're all battling to become the first Triple Crown champion for All Japan Pro Wrestling, and this was a really good start to this series of matches between Hansen and Tenryu. Just some fun stuff here. I dug the post match where you see Hansen's gonna hit Tenryu with the cowbell, and you see Hara perfectly times it as he's about to hit him. He lands on top of Tenryu and takes the hit for Tenryu. I thought that was really cool. Hara and Tenryu are a very awesome tag team from the 1980s. That's a tag team you guys should all check out as well. Definitely, this is a match you guys should watch. I'm pretty sure it might be available on YouTube. If not, you should be able to find it also on Daily Motion or somewhere online. Should be easy to find, but like I said, Hansen Tenryu, it's a fun series of matches, and this was really a really good match. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe to the Retro Wrestling YouTube channel. We truly appreciate that, and remember, every Saturday we celebrate by recapping a Stan Hansen match.